differently able. Today I wanted to do like sort of like a discussion type of video. So I'm gonna be talking about how it's like living with a physical disability and how my experiences as a person with a physical disability. I know, uh, experiences vary from individual to individual, but I'm only gonna speak about my experience. So I'm gonna start off with, you know, um, growing up, like around 4 years old, I was immediately placed in a special ed type of environment at school. So you immediately learn to adapt to the your deficits per se, and then I also immediately knew that I needed to do something to push forward. And yeah, as a kid, well, I immediately started to notice everything around me, the environment, the teachers, the over generalization of students. And basically I noticed that real quick. And this in tandem with my living situation at home with my parents. My parents were recent immigrants from Mexico, so there was a language border that prevented him slightly from fully understanding and comprehending the my physical disability, which is CP. So they didn't know nothing, not that much about it, and they couldn't communicate effectively, which further, I would say, displaced me a little bit further. And yeah, but I slowly started. I was always very social when it came to being at school, so I was always very social, very outgoing. So that kind of helped me to um to overcome my obstacles. I know there's certain individuals that are hyper aware of their um I don't want to say shortcomings, but of their, yeah, shortcomings and their disability and how that impacts them. Uh, which that was never the case for me. But if it was, let me know down in the comments and we could talk about it for you. I want to know if that was your situation. But for me, it was never, I was never, my disability never um, stopped me or prevented me from pursuing what I wanted. As a kid, like I was telling you, at a very young age, with school and all that, you notice that, oh, this is, it's adapted for to generalize you in a certain way. And but those who are are learn to overcome and be successful, your dedication and your perceived uh, motivation would, always shine through, and you'll be able to be successful as I was. And make friends and go out during lunchtime and do all that, which I was able to do. I was always, social. And I know that my physical disability impairs my speech a little bit. I'm aware of that, but I don't let it stop me because if 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 I if I let my mind, you know, play games with me, then I'll be in a worse situation than I am now. But I just want to know if you guys ever had to deal with that. If so, tell me your situation and how you overcame it, or how you are struggling with it. Let me know. We can talk about it. Um, yeah, and you know, yeah, I know I had to go through numerous surgeries just for the heck of it. Growing up in the '90s, you know, it was just surgery after surgery. I remember vividly waking up from a surgery, from an 8-hour surgery, and just I guess I had a negative reaction to the anesthesia, and I just remember vividly waking up and just vomiting, nonstop. So you know, I mean, at school I was successful and was able to get through. But when it comes to the other aspects of my life, like surgeries and stuff like that, that was kind of hard to overcome. And I lost a lot of blood during the surgery, so I had to stay in the hospital for a couple of days. And yeah, that's just the I would say dual dynamics of having a physical disability, where you have to deal with going to school, being a kid, and on top of that, you got to deal with surgeries, doctors, um, uh, surgeries, doctors, all that. If you need braces for your feet, for example, walkers, equipment, wheelchair, like my wheelchair. I'll have to deal with that until I die, but that's expected. Um, but luckily, I've been able to push forward and be successful. And I just want to discuss these type of topics on YouTube because I believe they're necessary for everyone to really know or have some knowledge of what it's like, you know, dealing with a physical disability in America, you know. And yeah, and I just wanted to share my experience on this channel. And yeah, it's like a dual type of situation where you gotta go to school, but yet you're bombarded with all these uh, other responsibilities. Like I remember too as well as a child going to um, therapy, which was on site in at every school that I went to, from elementary to high school, where we would have therapy, where we would meet with the therapist on a day-to-day basis and just try to walk or work on daily tasks like putting on my shirt, for example, or putting on my pants, which I believe it's even harder. Another individual would just be tasked with going to school, but you know, having a physical disability, I believe, makes you stronger and makes you adapt uh, on a rapid basis. Where I believe we're built for success, but yet there's others where I know they struggle a bit, and they'll struggle throughout their life. And I just made this channel for them, and whoever wants more knowledge or more insight on what it's like growing up with a physical disability, and I hope to do that with this channel. Of course, this is labeled, discussion, living with a physical disability. So I'm gonna start from my childhood, which I'm discussing right now. So it's a duality, and some people uh, are antisocial, and I understand why, because there's some really brutal individuals out there that just, you know, believe that being different or having a physical disability is something to shame upon and to belittle those who who have them, which I dealt with it in the past, which is bullying. But honestly, if you let that get to you, there's always gonna be people like that on this planet, no matter what you do. The whole thing is to learn from it and push forward, right? So yeah, push. I was blessed with both of my parents kind of accepting me for who I am, and thanks to my father and my mother, they would always advocate for my success, and I've been blessed to finish my educational journey. I attended one of the top universities in California, which I'm thankful for. But yet again, you know, you have to. I'm aware of the struggles that I have to go through on a day-to-day basis, and with assistance too as well. I require assistance pretty much on um, day-to-day tasks that other people just wake up and they could get dressed, they could feed themselves. I need help with every aspect of day-to-day task, and you know when I was younger I did struggle with accepting that, but now as I get older I realize that I'm here for a reason, and even though I have trouble accepting help from other people at times, I gotta learn to accept it, and yeah, I gotta learn to accept it and push forward, and I believe that's what propels me to success, and I hope you guys have success moving forward, and with whatever you have in life. And if you watch my videos, thank you very much, and I'm really thankful for your guys' support. And I'll keep on making videos like this so we can discuss, you know, topics that impact us on a day-to-day basis. And I hope to be a positive influence in your life. And I hope that you guys, you know, it's an exchange of qualities, you might say. And we both, as you, the viewer, and me as the creator, we help each other out. Again, my name is Abraham, and this is Differently Abled. And I really hope you guys like my videos. Uh, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much.